episode 15, part 1 of it. It's Richard Matt's House of Horrors / everything else. So
this episode is going to be based. The horror section is going to be based on our experiences of Frightfest, which is our favourite horror
sort of film, kind of like
what are they called?
It's a festival.
Yeah,
basically.
that's the word.
Yeah. So I mean, I haven't been in about 5 years properly, but like we went from 2008 up to 2011. Well, I personally did. Went every year, and it's like 5 days. Basically, it starts on a Thursday, ends on a Monday, and it always ends Bank Holiday Monday in August. Yeah. And yeah, it's a really brilliant like horror festival. Obviously, we briefly spoke about it in a previous episode, but yeah, we just thought we'd talk about some experiences there as well.
So I've been to everyone up until last year. Last year was the first one I missed.
Yeah. From
2008.
And I mean, it started like so in 2008. You paid for the ticket and I gave you the money, right? So, so how much? Because you have to buy them individually, daily basically.
Yeah, so it worked out more. I think we spent like £220 in total. And
then like each year after that, we were just buying it outright, which is like, it started like 140,
yeah,
and then now it's like
175.
Yeah, so it just keeps going up, and it's like, I mean, it used to be really good because it really was like quite basic. It's like intimate, basically.
Yeah, it's like a family.
Yeah, it was like quite a smallish sort of cinema in 2008, and then it moved to it's the Empire it's like Leicester Square.
Yeah,
and then it just
it lost something.
It did. Obviously, they're like doing that because they want to make more money and all that, and we understand that sort of thing. But then yeah, I mean, like these were films that like they weren't mainstream films, basically. Okay, right, so. Like you had like sort of Dead Snow and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You had basically Eden Lake, which we basically think is a fantastic film.
Yeah, it was a really
that was film. The very first film we ever watched at Frightfest in 2008.
And Michael Fassbender was there. Yeah. We had no idea who he was. We were like, who's he?
Yeah, and
look at him now.
Yeah, he's now going to do loads of good films.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, like, it's a really good film. It's basically about a couple who I think he's going to propose to her, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he takes his like girlfriend away, and they just go to some little countryside in England somewhere, and then they come across like little shits, basically. You
as a kid.
Yeah, pretty much. Pat more a lot. Yeah. But yeah, no, they just come across little wankers, basically, and it all starts with something stupid like they're
making too much noise.
Yeah, so then he goes over
and says,
"Can you keep the noise down?" kind of thing, and then they all like start rearing up to him. There's probably about 10 of them, sort of thing. Yeah. Like him and his like girlfriend, and then they tell him to sort of fuck off, and then he like walks away, and then I think don't they steal their vehicle kind of thing, and they start driving around and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then something happens, and then it just goes fucking really really bad from there, kind of thing. But it's really really good film.
It is a good film.
Definitely highly recommend it.
Doesn't get as much credit as it should. No. It's good.
Yeah, it's Michael Fassbender and Kelly Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got the actual main little shit. He was in Skins. I think he's one of the main guy in the actual English version of Skins, because there's English and American now.
Yeah.
The Americans tend to like sort of remaking some of the English shows.
It's got Thomas Turgoose from This Is England.
This Is England, yeah. He's a weird looking one.
Yeah. Reminds me of...
Fuck off.
I never finished what I was going to say. I said reminds me of. If you've got a complex.
But yeah, and like, then the film after that was I Know How Many Runs You Scored Last Summer.
None of you have heard of that film. We had a great time.
It was fun. Yes. I'm not a cricket fan.
I am.
As people who actually know me know that. I don't like cricket, but
I don't like cricket.
He's a big cricket buff. But it's a good horror. It's an Australian horror, isn't it?
It's Australian.
Australian comedy horror. And, it's
different ways of killing you with cricket weapons. Yeah. We laughed.
Yeah, we did.
And then I think it was Scar 3D after.
He didn't like it. He can't really remember it, but I definitely know he didn't like it. Yeah. And it's got Angela Bettis and
it's ringing a bell.
Yeah, and basically she surveys a serial killer or something like that, and then like she escapes the serial killer, and then I think he comes back about 20 years after or something like that. Something
yeah.
like that.
it was okay.
Mm.
But that was our first day.
Yeah.
We loved it.
Yeah, and then I went for 4 years, and then I got married, and calm down, going. but yeah, but yeah. So basically, we pretty much had like loads of good experiences there.
Loads of ups and downs.
Yeah, that's just 2008 sort of thing. Like we've seen many good films there, and then we've just seen some equally like shit films.
We met a lot of people as well through Frightfest.
Yeah,
didn't we?
because I mean that is the good thing. I mean, like because it wasn't exactly mainstream. They were able to like get some stars, and then they started to get bigger.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they got a bit bigger though, because then we got to meet people like Kane Hodder,
Tony Todd,
Danielle Harris.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like stars like that. They even had like Robert Englund over there. But apparently he was a bit of a dick.
Weren't allowed to approach old Robert England.
Yeah. See, I weren't there then. I only heard like
that's when I stopped going after that.
Yeah, I don't like that, because like basically once you go there, you should know that people are going to want autographs. You know what I mean? Okay, right. People pay a lot of good money, and it's like, I mean, it's £175 now, and that's just for your fucking tickets. And like then, if you're staying up there, you're paying like about £200 for that. Then if you'll be buying food and drink every day, it's a fucking lot of money. So like, when you get these stars, they should be fucking told, look, we're going to do a signing like thing, just like make it one item, and boom, you're fucking away,
Apparently he makes a lot of money through like other conventions where you can charge.
Oh, he does.
So
when he charged like 100 and wasn't it?
135
or something?
160.
160.
For
oh yeah, because you.
It was me.
Yeah.
And I still never got it.
And David, wasn't it? I swear David.
David got Michael J.
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox, but yeah. So yeah, that was a bad experience. But
yeah. I mean, like, I personally haven't really had any bad experiences, though. I mean, like, that whole Kane Hodder thing was quite funny. I thought it was humorous.
But the problem they've got now is they are showing films, and then a week later they're coming out on DVD, and you're like, why am I spending all this money when I can buy it on DVD? Yeah.
I suppose the actual thing there, though, is if they bring in the stars over. You know what I mean? So
last year they never.
A big film.
Or the last year I went to, there wasn't much.
Well, it seems they're spending their budget maybe on getting the films rather than like bringing the talent over and all that sort of stuff. Because that is a big part of it, is the fact that you pretty much not only get the film, but then you get to meet some like really cool actors and actresses
and the directors. You can ask any questions you want. It's very for movie fans. It's very.
I mean, but yeah, it's just, I think they. And it's like, one thing that really did bug me though was they've kind of gone away from horror. Yeah. It's like, it's called Frightfest, and I enjoyed going to a horror festival, and it was like predominantly horror.
But even the first year we went to, I think the closing film was Death Race. Yeah,
but it's still a gory type of film, though, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's not a horror. It's not a horror, okay, right? But
Jason Statham.
Yeah, but it was still a good film to end it.
It's a good film. I wouldn't close a horror film.
But yeah, I mean, it's like this predominantly horror. You know what I mean? Whereas like like now it's maybe like half, is it, or even that?
I can't remember.
I mean, you best know more than me, because obviously I haven't really been there. I mean, and I haven't really been catching up on it. Kind of, I haven't really been like.
No, it's not so much. I don't know if they're not being made. Well, but yeah, it wasn't so much horror the last one I went to. There was a musical I quite liked.
What was that?
Stage Fright. Had Meatloaf in it. I was a little bit drunk. I was singing. David was sleeping.
At Frightfest.
At Frightfest, on the back seats. I was having a sing song.
You was at the back seats, was you?
Yeah, me, David, and Daniel in the back seats. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean,
but they have shown good films. We had Strangers. We had Sinister.
I love that film.
The premiere of Sinister.
Yeah,
with
you
the director.
You saw Sinister, because obviously like that was the year I didn't come. That was like 2012 or 13.
12.
13, 13, I think. Yeah, so I actually wasn't going anywhere. I have seen Sinister. I love Sinister.
The director was there for Sinister, so that was good. We met Scott Derrickson.
Okay. No. Yeah, I'm thinking of obviously James Wan. Then he was producer or something, wasn't he?
That was Insidious. I don't think James Wan.
Didn't he do Sinister as well?
Don't think so.
I'm sure he's got something to do with it.
Don't know. I don't know.
But yeah.
We don't know.
But you met the director anyway.
Yeah, we met the director. Met the director of The Raid there as well, which was awesome.
Fucking Brian Cox was that fucking.
He was.
Frightfest, and we saw him on stage, but we didn't see him. I did see on Frightfest TV that he was talking and he was like, doing his interview.
Yeah, he
and
was sick.
And it was awesome because like he literally went on the actual stage and it's like Matt said, he was sick. And then he went, what was the comment he made about drugs?
He had to go and buy drugs.
Yeah.
And he went, yeah, I went to Boots.
I had to buy some drugs.
Yeah, there's Melissa George was there.
Yeah.
Melissa George.
Girl from Halloween remake.
Christina Cleave.
Christina Cleave was there.
Yeah. There's been a few. There was...
you got...
David Hess.
Oh, what's his... David Hess was there, yes.
You've
got Eli Roth.
Eli Roth, yeah.
Eli Roth. Top bloke.
Yeah.
And he was going out with...
Peaches Geldof
Peaches
at the time.
Yeah. Who's obviously passed on now.
Yeah.
But, and he brought her there. Yeah. What other actors, actresses have actually been there?
There's been a lot.
I mean, yeah, you know, and that was a good thing that they would always get really good movies. Based movies, not necessarily that we've even heard of kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was a good thing, you know.
Again,
like,
it's the unknown.
You know, I'd still do a bit of research, you know what I mean? Like, sort of back then when I was going, all that sort of stuff.
Well, nowadays you have to do more research because they've got so many screens. You have to decide if you want to watch this one, that one, or that one.
Yeah.
Kind of makes it harder.
I mean, like what? I mean, they probably have about 40, 50 films there.
I think last year there was 3 screens, so touching 60 maybe.
Wow. Yeah, so literally, like, you know, and it's an all-day thing, so it starts at, like, say, 10 in the morning, and then it can go on to 1:30, 2 o'clock sometimes.
By the time we'd get home, it was like 2:30. We'd have to get up at 8 again.
So, I mean, the actual last time I went was 2011, and literally, that was the only time we actually stayed up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I wish we would have done that from the get-go, man.
Yeah.
It would have been so much easier. But it was also getting accommodation, because, like, that festival is fucking huge.
Yeah.
And like there's so many people there, and they obviously have the same idea. Plus, you get like I'd say maybe like loads of Northerners who come down, and they obviously book up the places.
Yeah.
And so it was just literally trying to find the time, man. You know,
it was good. I have booked this August bank holiday off just in case I decide to go.
Yeah,
I'll see what films are showing.
Maybe we'll go for a couple of days or something.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to do the full thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It was the highlight of my year, but
I did used to look forward to it, but yeah, I don't know, man. It just kind of went downhill a little bit with, like, you know.
They got too big. That's too big.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
then
thing
they
with
started bringing in films, like I said, that weren't so much horror kind of thing. And, like, you know, I think you're kind of going against the grain there. Like, it's called Frightfest, like I said, so I want to see some good fucking horrors there, and not sci-fi films, not
dramas. We saw some dramas.
They even brought some comedies in there. I actually watched Fanboys in there, and that's quite funny.
Yeah.
But it's not horror, you know what I mean? So I only went there because I didn't want to see the other film that was showing in the main screen.
I think I watched the other film.
Can't remember what it was.
I can't remember what it was.
Was it like the...
Was it Texas Chainsaw? With Toby Hooper?
No, Fanboys. Fanboys was 2000. I watched that in 2010, 11.
Yeah. Were you there when Toby Hooper was there?
You and David went to that, didn't you? No, I didn't watch Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, did you? You might have watched Fanboys.
David didn't watch.
No, David didn't watch it either.
No.
Well, did you come late because you were hungover?
Yeah. Or no, I didn't want to watch it. So like I came about 11, 12.
Yeah.
That was 2010.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, it was good.
But yeah,
time.
I mean, if you haven't heard of Frightfest, I mean, you know, it's definitely worth checking out. You know, it's like I said, it's for 5 days, every August bank holiday, and like, you know, you ain't got to be into horrors because they've got pretty much everything kind of there.
And check
it's
out
definitely worth
Bubba's
checking
Chili
out.
Parlour. That's my advice.
Or don't.
No, check it out. It's
Or don't.
Awesome. He made a girl cry.
I did. I didn't know that he looked.
Little cute 5-year-old girl who starred in the film.
Yeah, I didn't know she was standing next to me, and I went, "Well, that was a big pile of shit, weren't it?" And then basically Matt went, "That's the actress who's in it," and I went, "Oh well." I did feel a bit bad. Yeah. And stay tuned for it's episode 15, part 2.